What's up guys, Noor here once again, and we are back today with some more MapleStory. And today's video we're back with Chagastu sitting at 266, and we recently did a bit of upgrading, right? So we went up about almost 6 mil range on combat power and about 3 to 4k luck, sitting currently at 37.5k. We're going to be talking about the V matrix, right? So I was teasing a little bit about the V matrix, and what we did on the recent video was activating our Hexa Assassinate. Such a beautiful skill. Every 10 seconds we have a beautiful animation kinda on this skill. Now the reason why I want to talk about the V matrix is that to unlock this for the Shadower, you basically need the Assassinate skill to be at level 50. Now the problem is that V matrix is something I'm really afraid of. It's just too much. It's a lot of information, especially for new players. Anyone who's new to MapleStory or coming back, they're like, okay, what is this thing, right? So you're adding skills on the V matrix that you can use alongside your regular skills. For example, Last Resort, Shadow Walker, Blink, decent speed infusion. All these skills are just passives or buffs, or even some of them could be attacks. For example, the Earth Shower is kind of a summon attack, but regardless of this, what I'm trying to explain here is that I was trying to unlock that Hexa Matrix for my Assassinate skill. Now, the Assassinate skill is my 4th job skill, Master level 30. To unlock it here, you need it to be Master level 50. So what I was doing is, on the V Matrix, usual guys and everyone what they're talking about is we need 2 trios, right? So the first one I have here is the Cruel Stab, Meso Explosion, Assassinate. And the second one that I used to have was the Dark Flare, Cruel Stab, and Meso Explosion as well. So what I used to do is I only had 2 different trios, okay? I had 2 different trios, but not enough people are talking about having 4 trios, and let me explain why. So what I have here is the Cruel Stab, Missile Explosion, and Assassinate. They're master level 25, as you guys can see, and then I have a slot enhancement plus 5 on each of them. So we're looking at level 30 Cruel Stab, level 30 Missile Explosion, and a level 30 Assassinate. And when you go back to your skill set here on the V matrix, the Assassinate was sitting at about 45. It was not sitting at 50. I don't remember exactly the number, but I could not unlock the Hexa Matrix because I needed Master level 50 on the boost nodes, and all I had was just a 25. There you go. So all I had was 25 on the Assassinate. That pushed me to think about this game a little bit, and I said, you know what, I probably need another one. Now this is exactly what I did. I have a second trio here that has Assassinate, Shadow Veil, and Sudden Wraith. This was my initial one that I had. What you guys can look at here is that I have Assassinate on the first row and I have Assassinate on the 3rd slot right there. You cannot overlap these. You cannot have a first Assassinate here and then have a first Assassinate on this one. It needs to be changed, you know, either on the 2nd row or on the 3rd row. So if this is my main one, the first one here, it's sitting on the 3rd row. This one is sitting on the 1st row. So that means I can activate both of them. That means I have a Master level 25 here on the Assassinate and another Master level 25 on this one as well, plus 5 on each. So that's why, if we go back here, we can see a Master level 60, right? So 50 plus 5 plus 5, sitting at 60. Now that I have those 2 trios, right? If we take a look at the other skills, the Shadow Veil, the Sudden Wraith, I only have 1 of each. I need 2 of those as well, because that's the maximum that you can have. You cannot have 3 of these. It just won't be possible. You're gonna miss a little bit of these slots which you need for other skills, right? So my advice is that you need to have Assassinate. You need to have 2 Assassinates. You need to have 2 Shadow Veils, 2 Sudden Wraiths. Those are skills you're always using. Not only that, but you also need 2 Cruel Stabs and 2 Meso Explosions, right? If you take a look at my 3rd trio here today, we have Cruel Stab on the 2nd line, which does not overlap with the first one here. We have Meso Explosion on the 3rd line, which does not overlap, so this one is on the 2nd one. And finally, we have Dark Flare on top, which we don't have on any of these 2, right? So what I'm trying to do here is to basically get another trio, either Southern Wraith on the first line, Dark Flay on the second, and Shadow Veil on the third, which will help me get 2 Southern Wraiths, 2 Shadow Veils, and 2 Dark Flares. Or again, Shadow Veil, Southern Wraith, and Dark Flare. So long as they don't overlap with Shadow Veil, Southern Wraith, and Dark Flare. So that's kind of my explanation. I'm trying my best to explain to some new players and even some existing players. I don't think it's spoken enough. I don't see it enough. All I've seen on guides and YouTube videos is talking about 2 trios per classes. Like if you're a Fire Mage, a Cleric, a Dark Knight, whatever your class is, if you only have 2 trios, you should definitely add 2 more, so you have 4 in total, and you gotta make sure it's the skills that you usually use. So Assassinate is a skill I always use, Meso Explosion, Cruel Stab, Shadow Veil, Southern Wraith, and Dark Flare. The other skills that you guys can take a look here, I do not use these at all. Like Savage Blow is a 3rd job skill, Phase Dash is a skill that I use to escape some boss attacks, but it's not a skill that we mainly use for attacks, right? Since we're here, we're gonna try and get our Southern Wraith, Dark Flare, Shadow Veil trios once again. Now, I don't think I have any here, but before we do that, I'm gonna open 26 nodes. I'm gonna open 26 nodes and see if we can, you know, be lucky enough to get that. If we are, great. I'm gonna be able to max it, probably. And if I don't have it, well, at least I've done a little bit of a, you know, explanation and advice or slash tips that I could finally give. And once again, if I am wrong on these, I would love you guys to tell me that I'm completely wrong on this and I'm doing this wrong. Let's do a quick little boost filter. I'm gonna check if I can get Southern Wraith on top, if I can get Dark Flare on the second, and Shadow Veil on the third one. Right, this is kind of hard to get because it's really specific, and as you guys can see, I don't have any. So Shadow Veil can go. Let me do a quick reset. So Shadow Veil on top, I think Southern Wraith on the second, and we're gonna do a Dark Flare on the third line, which I don't have, unfortunately. It is pretty rare. I don't even know if it literally exists at this point, but if it does exist, then I would really love to get it, because like I really need it and I don't want to add anything extra. I'm gonna do a quick glance on having everything level 25 here. I have the trios on 25. Now someone did mention that the hyper body skill is not a skill that anyone uses anymore, or less, because decent speed infusion is better. So I did a quick little change and I added decent speed infusion on my auto pet skills instead of the hyper body, because all of the bosses does a percentage attack on you, not a specific number. I have hyper body sitting right now at 10. I've got decent sharp eye at 14. We've got bless at 13, holy simber at 9, maple word goddess blessing at 8. Last resort is maxed out. Definitely do try and max last resort. It's one of your buffs that, you know, increases a lot of your damage. Shadow Arc is sitting at 10. We're going to do a little bit of an enhancement on this one, but a lot of these, I'm going to use a couple of these to get it up there. So 18. That's pretty good. So now sitting at 18. Combat order is sitting at 10. Earth Shower at 6. Anarchy is sitting at 1 for some reason. But yeah, we have this skill as well. Blink sitting at 5. We've got Rope Lift, decent speed infusion, and Venom Burst. The Rope Lift, I don't use it with the Shadower at all, but it is giving a passive effect of +10 for now, so I'm still putting it up there. Let me know if I'm doing this wrong. It's decent speed infusion, like I mentioned, I'm using this now. The Venom Burst is not that great. Bonus DOT, chances 50% to deal 184 damage every 1 second. I'm not using this skill, I just put it up there for now as it is. And then Urda Nova, obviously we need to be able to bind, so we're gonna keep that for sure. That's gonna be a quick little short video. I'm gonna check if I can do anything with the V Matrix, but that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Quick little short video about the V Matrix. And since I'm here, before we end the video, Matrix, I haven't done any changes on this. Let me know if I'm doing this correctly on the main stats, if I should do any changes. I have damage, critical damage, and stats. I know you can do a little bit of a change stats here. So, you know, I don't think boss damage would be good. Ignore ID, and then, you know, you have increased attack, but damage is always better than the attack one. So that's the 3 lines that I'm working with. I'm going to be able to increase some of these soon as I have a little bit more fragments. But hey, if you guys did enjoy this quick little video about the V Matrix, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, or if you guys do agree with what I'm saying, working on 4 different trios. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share with some friends. This has been Noori. Spread your peace and love, and I will catch you guys on the next video.